Today's adventure begins, I had trouble speaking there for a moment, from the balcony of my mom and I's hotel room here at the Disney's Boardwalk Villas. We are checking out. It's almost 11 a.m. It's 10:50. Checkout is 11. I hit that pool down there early this morning that is obscured by branches. Not the main pool, but it is a pool. There's two pools here. Also hit the gym if you want to follow along with my weight loss journey and treadmill action. My Instagram is TheDailyWoo ATW. That's TheDailyWoo ATW on Instagram. And we are heading over to EPCOT for a fun day. Hotel stay accomplished. Now time for EPCOT Center. Welcome everyone. TheDailyWoo here. There's a wasp right there. I am wearing an appropriate t-shirt. I am excited. So is my mom because she wants to see the flowers. EPCOT Flower and Garden Festival is happening, so we're going to see some flowers. And for a long time I wanted to do the behind the scenes tour at Living with the Land, and we are doing that today at 3:30. So this whole episode is going to culminate up to that. I'm going to show a little behind the scenes of one of my favorite attractions, Living with the Land. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? Very long hallways. Our room was all the way at the end. Also, as the recording of this, it is Wednesday, April 26th, 2023. Giving me Shining vibes walking through here. I wonder if there's a room 237. Maybe. I think we were on the farthest possible room from the elevator. Danny's not here, Mrs. Torrance. Now we ended up making coffee in the room, so we're not going to get a coffee now, but they do have a place in here called Carousel Coffee on the way. Look, there's a little Ferris wheel up there on top. Yeah, Carousel Coffee. I was kind of looking down here thinking there was going to be a mat. So we're heading out of the boardwalk and going to go put the bags back in the car. I've carried this stuff back to the car. My mom waited in the lobby. Hoofed it over here. Also, this is the Skyliner station, but you can't get on or off there. It's just a turnaround. One thing I will say about this resort is the parking is pretty far from the resort. I mean, it's like over the bridge. So my mom kind of waited at the lobby. We walked 18,000 steps yesterday, so I figure my mom probably walked 15 of those. So we're gonna try to take it pretty light on the walk-in today. The last time my mom and I went to EPCOT, Remy's Ratatouille adventure was down. We got right to the front and then it closed down, so she hasn't been on that. I just tried to book a lightning lane, but the first lightning lane is at 3:30, which is the same time as our behind the scenes tour. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to do the lightning lane. Maybe we'll do standby. I was also letting her know about the friendship boats over to EPCOT instead of walking it. She seemed pretty excited about that. Is also the friendship boats that go across the lagoon, the World Showcase Lagoon. And she seemed excited about that too, so we might be friendship boating it today. Highly recommend this place. Glad I finally got to stay here. And I will stay here again in the future. For now, EPCOT Center time.
Birds over there.
Yeah. You're going to be seeing a lot of these kind of flowers today too, which is what you're excited about.
Yep, it's beautiful.
The main reason you wanted to go today was to see the flowers, right?
That's right. You know how I love flowers.
And you're wearing your Dole Plantation from Hawaii shirt that you went for your 50th anniversary, you and Dad.
I am.
We're going to see an assortment of flowers. Maybe we'll see some petunias.
Could be. Do you know what they look like?
I have no idea. I've wanted to know for years.
I'll show you.
Are those petunias?
Nope.
You're going to show me what a petunia is?
Those are impatiens.
That pretty much sums me up in a nutshell, doesn't it?
You've been talking about petunias all this time. And
now the line over here on this side is for Yacht Club and Studios. This one is pulling up to EPCOT. Perfect timing. We're going to get a boat over to EPCOT, which is going to drop us off right by Ratatouille. Also, just look at another lightning lane. Lightning lane's already got to 6 p.m. I don't know if we're going to be here that late, because I think after behind the scenes, take my mom back home. So probably won't be doing Ratatouille today unless the standby is short enough. Maybe, but who knows. This is the Friendship 2, so it says Friendship, Roman numeral 2 on the side, and they are wishing us a magical day. Hopefully the weather cooperates at least while we are in the park today. Yesterday it was stormy, it was really bad. They even closed the pool for lightning. You can see the neon up there if it's not lit up because it's only for the after dark, but neon boardwalk sign right there. Really is a great resort. Oh, there's one of the Surrey bikes up there going across it you can rent. There's also the other friendship boat going in. Please stand behind the yellow line. I always think of the Bill Murray movie Quick Change when he's on the bus and the bus driver won't leave unless he stands behind the yellow line. It's a deep cut, I know. Doing a full 360 or a full 180 just to head back over to EPCOT. Yeah, must be like the wedding pavilion at the boardwalk over there. The wedding gazebo. And pretty close to where we're at is Swan and Dolphin. You can see it in the reflection.
Yes, there is a weather alert today, everyone. Just be aware, they are calling for severe storms later on this afternoon into the end. The Skyliner will not operate with lightning and high winds in the area.
Now, it's tough to hear it, but the captain of the ship is making an announcement that there's going to be a severe weather warning later, and the friendship boats and the Skyliner will be closed. Right now, it's okay, but might get some rain. It's 81 degrees now. It's not really showing severe weather till about 4 p.m. It's 11:22, so I think we should be okay. Well, probably when we get done with behind the scenes, it'll be storming. So that'll be fun. And since both my mom and myself are both pass holders, we both can scan in over here at the pass holder lane. All right, we are in. Oh yeah, Daisy's over there. We're being greeted by topiary Mickey and Minnies here. Well, not Mickey and Minnie, not plural, but Mickey and Minnie, I should say. And one thing they added this year for Flower and Garden is the pendulum is moving there in the body of the clock Cogsworth and the clock in Lemire over there. And since we got dropped off right here, even though there wasn't a lightning lane, this says 40 minutes, but we're going to see if it maybe is a 40 minutes. If it's shorter than 40, we might jump on line for Ratatouille. All right, we decided to go ahead and jump in line. We also got a couple cute pass photos over there that I'm going to show, but we're in this line and we're in it to win it. The line is going really quick. It's only been 10 minutes and we're already at this point here where we're on the rooftops, kind of looking up in there as well. Yeah, last time Mom and I were on this, we got all the way to the front and it broke down right as we were about to get on it. So this will be your first time going on this.
Yep. Watching the movie, I would know what the theme is.
You saw the movie, right?
Yeah, I watch it on Disney Channel. So I know what it's all about. I see these characters.
They are making an announcement. Also, this kind of reminds me of the rooftops from Mary Poppins from Great Movie Ride, just a little bit, kind of sort of. Well, kind of sort of. I just miss Great Movie Ride. All right, we got to grab our 3D glasses. Oh, am I here? 3D. Oh, I just bumped my head on that. I'm a little too tall for that right there. For my safety, don't bump your head on the confine. And even though it said 40 minutes, we only waited 26 minutes tops in the standby lines. And so thankfully, we did not get the lightning lane, because if we did, we would have had to wait around until 6 or 7 o'clock, which we were planning on leaving a little bit early after the behind the scenes tour. And really, definitely a cute ride. I've been on it a couple times, and it is just kind of a neat effect with the digital screens and the animation and all that, and the practical effects. It's just a really good dark ride, and trackless ride. You think of trackless kind of like you think of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway or Rise of the Resistance. It seems like a lot of the newer rides are kind of going trackless, and it's definitely like a fluid, really good experience. Yeah, it was only a 25-minute wait. For a couple of years, there used to be a Remy topiary, probably right here where all this foliage pots are. But now for Flower and Garden, they are putting all the, I'm getting a lot of little video and photos for herself of the different plants. What'd you think of the attraction, Mom?
Oh, I loved it.
Did you like it?
It was really a cute show. I mean, right, because I watched the movie, so it made sense to me.
Yeah. Okay, we're walking briskly, trying to get over to the American Adventure where the show starts in 7 minutes. And it looks as if we're gonna make it. Hopefully they let us go in and sit down, because if not, the next show's in like an hour and 15 minutes, so we wanna catch this one. And it looks as if we are gonna make it. They are making the announcement. We have to do the little dropping of the rope to walk in. Perfect timing. So evidently when they say the show starts at a certain time, they drop the rope like 3 minutes before. And I have not been on the American Adventure since they kind of revamped some of the animatronics. I'm curious to see if anything has changed.
Feel free to use the escalator on either side, folks, or you can use the manual escalator in the middle.
Manual escalator. Stairs. We'll take the non-manual escalator.
Mama here.
One thing I was kind of wondering about on American Adventure, how the animatronics were going to be, if they were going to be better or worse than they were before. And they actually did fix a few things. There were a couple scenes that weren't working the last time I was on it that were working this time, including, and I was kind of waiting till the end to see if the handshake was working correctly. And the handshake was working as good as I have seen it work. So they were shaking hands at the end, which is kind of always cool to see. It always ends with a nice little handshake. An American Adventure. And they still have not removed the harmonious barges over on the lagoon off in the distance. Still got the taco barges, but the big one in the middle looks to have been removed. And what we're gonna do now is backtrack a little bit and go back over to where the Friendship boat picks up at Morocco and go to the front of the park to see a lot of the Flower and Garden Festival stuff. And while this might not be like such a big deal, but you rarely will see a Friendship boat being pulled through there. That's kind of like a random occurrence, be standing here seeing that go through there. I mean, obviously they have to go back there to go back for the evening and then being pulled out for certain occasions, but there's now a Friendship boat coming across, which means it's probably they're gonna double up the boats going from Morocco up to the front of the park. I would guess that's what they're doing. Now we ended up missing the last one, so we had to wait a full round till this one came back in, but this was now pulling back in. Also, I think the other one that pulled out is not operational. I think they might just be testing it, perhaps, over there. We have opted to sit inside the Friendship boat. It's a little bit of a roar from the engine, but the photos show the photo pass for me and Mom in front of Ratatouille. It's a really cute one, and that's pretty good too. This might be one of my new favorite photos. My face looking down at Remy. It's a good one, right?
I love it. You send it to me yet?
I'll send it to you. I think I sent it to you. I don't know what's going on with my face, but I pulled off the magic moment pretty good. Looking down at the hands.
Case here at Morocco all the way over to Canada, the Summer Road Showcase. Please remain seated while the boat is underway. If you must stand, hold on to the seat backs or the handrails. No smoking or vaping aboard the Friendship boats. Be over in Canada in just a few minutes.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So the other Friendship boat that they brought out and they're testing, see this little tugboat behind it pushing it. But it started over at Mexico and it actually did the test run over to Germany. They have stopped the secondary Friendship boat, the Germany to Mexico one, since 2020. So I'm hoping they bring that back. There used to be 2 fluid Friendship boats on the World Showcase Lagoon, and now there's just the one. There's just the one from Morocco to near Canada. I hope they bring that one back. I don't know, now it's just sitting in the water, but I did see it back in Germany for a moment. Also, if you look closely, you can see the balloon. Well, it's gone now, but the balloon over at Disney Springs, once the taco gets out of the way. And the construction over there really is coming along. It recently went vertical, but now it really is just starting to take shape. It's a cactus?
All those are flowers. I had those on my porch too.
The cactus type, those are cactuses?
They're called succulents.
Succulents, okay.
and they do real well in the heat and stuff. But isn't it, that's amazing, all those around that thing. And as far as I know,
It's a succulent figment.
Yep.
And right over behind the big butterfly is the butterfly tent. Do you want to go in see the butterflies real quick?
Sure.
Go and see the butterflies, and I think we might grab something to eat from Sunshine Seasons. I was here on the very first day of Flower and Garden Festival, and there weren't as many butterflies, probably because they had not like dealt with the metamorphosis and hatched and become butterflies being out of caterpillars. But now there's a heck of a lot of butterflies all scattered around in the butterfly garden. It's pretty, it's just like kind of a staple of the EPCOT Flower and Garden Festival.
Okay, we don't want to go sort. It's a 65-minute wait. Stop. Living with the land.
Another thing about this festival that I really like of all the flowers, I mean, there are just a lot of flowers. Just, I mean, sometimes I'll come in here and not even really think about how many flowers there are, but with my mom, she is just like, she loves flowers. She's just like taking so many photos and videos, personal videos for herself. It kind of makes me realize just how many flowers are really here. There's just like hundreds of thousands of flowers scattered around Epcot. What do you think of all the flowers?
I just, amazement of all the different kinds of flowers.
Have you seen any petunias yet?
No petunias.
No petunias yet.
Time of the year to have those.
Okay, maybe it's like a seasonal thing. Oh, look, there's a monkey in a tree right there.
Yeah, that's from the Toy Story.
Yeah, that's like the barrel of monkeys.
Yep.
I used to have when I was young.
Yep.
Want to get some food?
Yeah.
I mean, just for example, just look at the amount of flowers that are just in this one little planter that just gets walked by, because there's no, there's no topiary. But just look at all the flowers that are here just in this little flower base right. It's like a pot of flowers. And of course my mom notices it. She notices the other one with the tree. Just getting all the photos there. And there's lots of options here. So if you go farther down, there's different options, but my mom and I are kind of leaning towards stir fry. So go with stir fried shrimp, stir fried chicken, Mongolian beef, vegetable korma. I think I might go with the stir fried chicken because I've been trying to eat a lot of grilled chicken lately, not fried chicken. Just seems like good protein, not a whole heck of a lot of calories and whatnot, so comparison to like other stuff. All right, both went with chicken stir fry. And it's interesting that Disney does not have a calorie count whatsoever, so I'm just kind of guesstimating. Mom and I are thinking maybe 500, 600 calories for this. The white rice is probably pretty bad, but it's not fried chicken, it's grilled chicken with the peppers and onions and stuff like that, which can't be too bad. So I'm just going to put this down in, when I'm counting the calories, as I'll put 600 calories down for this. All right, nice little meal. Now it's time for living with the Liz. A lot of people in the queue. It's a walk-on. It's going to be pretty exciting going on this. I always wanted to know what it'd be like to be off the boat on the land. Now it's going to happen. I've been wanting to do this pretty actively for like 10 years. I will finally now be getting off the boat and into the biodome. I've waited moments for this. That is an extremely hot, that's the Carolina Reaper. Some rice, we just had rice. I remember these when we saw the sugar cane.
Plants.
They finally got the 100 now, they got rid of the 50. I think that's the 100th up there. 100th anniversary of the company. No more 50th of WDW. Yeah, when Mom and I were coming back up from Key West, we saw some sugar cane. We thought it was corn. But in fact, it's sugar cane.
Some of our
All right, now as we are getting off of the land, it actually has an advertisement that says you can do it. Now I booked this on the My Disney Experience app, and now that we have gotten off of the boat, we are over here at the booth where they have like these items, think we actually might get one of these when we get off the tour. I think they might give us one of these. We'll see what happens after the tour. But next tour departs at 3:30, and that is all right. Mom and I have signed our waiver. We now have the tour guest lanyard. We're in the land pavilion. It looks like it's like a group of maybe, I don't know, 12, 13 people. We're going into the green double doors, the cast member said. Now it says exit, but we are going to be going through here as an entrance. And we got a little headset here as well, so that we can hear the cast member in case she walks away from us.
So you guys can take that step there on your right. And there's a video playing overhead. It's the whole process of this root growth. Blue light stimulates shoot growth. So this combined purple is going to give these little guys the best chance at starting. So of course you can start seeds from germination, but that takes a while. You can do clippings in these containers until they either eat all that food medium on the bottom or outgrow the container, and then they come with transplant instructions. And the actual questions about tissue cultures, splicing, GMO, Dr. Frankenstein, grafting plants. All right, let's head on into the
Always wanted to go in here, but evidently we cannot go inside there. At least we got to peek in though.
Be prepared to be blown away. Literally more pest control and air purification.
This air is for pest control coming out of here.
Right down this way, guys. Sorry.
I cannot believe I am on this side of the boat.
So this greenhouse is what we call our creative greenhouse. It has the biggest variety.
I cannot believe I am on this side of the boat. Looking at it from here, it's interesting to see how quick the water is really moving. Of course, over here, I've seen this on the boat, the fish down below fertilize with their dung the aeration tower to the flowers.
Take water as well, and then when it's time to harvest, it takes time. So, unfortunately, the man used to make these, I believe, go by laughing grass, tickle me not, all sorts of things. Basically, he's just a tropical weed. They do grow in tropical areas around the world and spread quite prolifically where they're native to. Sometimes in South Florida you can find some. Technically they are
Indians come from here.
very little.
I wonder.
Actually, coming from here, it's only about 1% of food. As far as the flowers, we don't normally have this many flowers in here because it's Flower and Garden Festival right now. There's more flowers than vegetables just for that pop of color to go along with the celebration. So I would say less than 1% of the food consumed at Walt Disney World is coming from these greenhouses. It really is more of a show greenhouse than a production.
Oh, wow.
You'll be fine, I promise.
And they just went to sleep.
I want one.
Yeah,
That was weird. It's like all fluffed up.
Isn't that weird?
Did she shake? She like shook it and then it just like all kind of crushed in.
Yeah, like it's all glued out and then you shake it and it drops down.
I would at least recommend trying. No cucumber. Okay.
How is it, Mom? Thank you.
It's good. It's good.
Seedless and burpless cucumbers. These are made right here in the greenhouse.
Yeah, so I've literally grown on those plants that you see right there through the door where the boat is coming.
Okay. So a while back, someone jumped off the boat and grabbed a cucumber, but if they would have done the behind the scenes tour, they could have done it without getting in trouble. I'm about to eat them. Burpless cucumber, made in the greenhouses in the land that I've seen with my own eyes many times on the boat. This is a flower?
This is a begonia flower.
Okay.
All begonias are edible, but I will warn you, don't eat every begonia because you don't know what they've been sprayed with.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know everything about it. But these are started right here.
Eating a plant into the wild.
Isn't that fun?
It's carefully. I never heard of flower tasting like that.
Oh yeah, it's a great one for a drink or a salad. Add a little extra zing in there.
That's a begonia.
This is a begonia. Yeah.
Hydroponic grow tank going on right here. We got some rock wool, we got perlite, we got coconut oil, we got unexpanded perlite over here. And evidently when we walk through here, we're going to be looking through this little, we're moving on to the next area. And there's something that we're going to be peeking into. What are we looking at?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the water system through there. That's pretty neat. That's what's going on to...
But I want to tell you about it here because there's a QR code on the wall that if you scan will give you the exact breakdown of parts per million of everything that goes into the nutrient solution. You'll notice there's no white goes. That little bit of green won't hurt anything to wash it off. And it's all good. And then these are micro.
See?
And the seeds sprout up from the
I think
seeds.
she said this is cantaloupe.
It's cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe seed.
Okay. And basil down there. Got some tomatoes here, tomato plants. Very healthy. And over to the eggplants. And the other side, not the, that's like the backside of water, but the backside of the land. The boat ride. Got the spinning plants over there.
Constantly running down these trays. The lettuce, it gets collected at the bottom, recycled and retreated, and the whole process happens again. So they're grown in a hard PVC, similar to the gutters on your own house might be, so they can get disinfected every time they're taken out.
In order to water the lettuce has to be under 60 degrees, so they use this air conditioning unit and they get to chill the water with this. Also, she was saying certain times of year they have something called the land salad that you can get at Garden Grill and over at Animal Kingdom, I think at one of the Animal Kingdom hotels, and you can get a salad that's made specifically with everything from this area. And this is how they make the Mickey-shaped cucumbers. So they are done with this here. So it's like this mold doing the hidden Mickey like that. It ends up growing the cucumber to look like that for the salads when they slice them. Oh, it's cardboard.
And then the fans across
Oh no, it's not cardboard. That's like metal.
blowing anything in, they're pulling up.
Okay, these are fig trees here.
There are
With the
some
figs on them.
and then I'm not sure.
There's the figs.
Oh yeah, right there.
There's a very, very hot one. So now I use them for a secret. Those are coffee cherries. Within each coffee cherry are 2 coffee beans. For 1 8-ounce cup of coffee, you need 80 coffee beans or 40 coffee
Oh,
cherries.
wow.
Very labor intensive for a coffee cherry.
But it's pretty tasty.
The 3 CDs here, the tripod, are hydrogen seeds. They come into some cotton. The pink and white flowers on top of the cotton are edible. And the bottom, they will start to produce cotton bolls, and that's where the cotton seed comes from. Cotton seed, I know the color is crazy. It looks like plastic. It's like iridescent. Yeah, it looks plastic. It is real cabbage, I promise. And there's corn out there too. Wow. Remember, it's a South American.
So, sorry, I missed what you were...
This variety is called Buddha's hand because it resembles kind of a hand in some sort of way. This is so wild. Just so used to taking the boat through here. I was just on the attraction. I was on the other side of that shrimp that's on top of that Mickey right there. Freshwater shrimp. Had no idea this was back here, hiding back here. Amazing. Now the tilapia used to be where the alligators used to be, but they have removed the alligators a couple of years ago. there's tilapia in here. I am like tripping out being walking through here. Upside down hidden Mickey. We're gonna feed the baby bass? Fish down in there. Alright, so I think we're just supposed to feed the fish, right? These are bass. Oh, whoa! Holy cow. I wasn't expecting him to go crazy like that. Look at that. Boy, they just really went after that. Look how close I am to the toes hidden Mickey. What the heck is happening? This is unbelievable. Look at this, I'm walking through the attraction. 1,000 times I've been just over there, 3 feet. 1 out of 1,000 times, I'm on this side. This is just awesome. And it's really not a very pricey, tour. Just, you book it online. It's like a beanstalk.
What those are?
I don't know, like a beanstalk, right?
I don't know. I have no idea what that is.
It's like a real life beanstalk.
I don't know. I have to find and tell what it is.
And we're going into the spice garden now, and there's the backside of the hidden Mickey.
Super slow growing. It takes up to 6 to 7 years. So while we saw those green bean looking things before it actually is completely dry, that's a 6 to 7 year process.
Our vanilla takes 7 years to grow.
Kind of crazy. Are both varieties the same? It's the little green one over there that doesn't have.
I'm in the bio
The one in the back is a breadfruit. And they were monitoring us. But I don't know if it lost funding or what happened because you don't hear a whole lot about citrus canker anymore. So I'm not sure how much it's still being monitored.
That's some pretty good photos here. Look at that. Isn't that neat? I'll send you a couple of those. That's good. What kind of what are we holding? You know what kind of, is that a
Some kind of, I don't know. What was that fruit called?
Like when I was a child and I would go to Magic Kingdom outside of Opera Station. Now we're
Fluted pumpkin.
A fluted pumpkin, okay. Okay, here's another Buddha's hand that really looks like a hand. Well, kind of, sort of, but it has like fingers. Okay, the cast member was just saying that originally this was created for air conditioning, and even though it is air conditioned the whole thing, they realized it didn't work as well as they wanted it to, so this is the only room that this is used in right here. Alright, now I'm stepping out of the greenhouse. And this looks to be like the tube on the way out. So you're going through here, and then this is the exit. So you go into here, and this is where they're playing the music and all that. And you gotta go right through here, and this is where we're exiting. And the lanyard is not a souvenir.
Thank you for traveling.
Thank you so much. Thanks. See you later.
You guys have a great one.
That was pretty dang cool, I gotta be honest. Being in some of those areas that I've never stood on before. It's pretty great. Over at the Land Pavilion, which was right over there. Now we're heading out. Back through World Showway Gateway and heading out. And as we're exiting out, there goes the Friendship boat we rode in. We opted to walk back. We got Yacht and Beach Club over there, and we're almost back to where our vehicle is. And I want to show this because I got a little something for the sweet tooth. Mom said she wanted something she wanted a Dole Whip, but they wouldn't have Dole Whips at Epcot. So I said, there's an ice cream place on the way back over to where we're parked at. So decided to get this. This will be my first dessert option that I've had in the last like 9 or 10 days. So, you know, it's a little off the rails, but you know, it's the end of Mom and I's two-day little Disney staycation, if you will. So I'm doing it. And that's gonna do it for today. Pretty good time the last couple days with my mom. Now I'm gonna be taking her back home and going home myself and into the evening. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog, I just almost had trouble saying vlog. The vlog is over.